your age group, Biggin.
Steady, steady.
Are these bubbles anything to do with the machine, or is it you?
The screamer is back, you know, the thing that goes up and down.
Is it really?
No.
I put petrol in instead of diesel. Not now. Got an email from Rebecca. My dad did exactly the same. He's 53 and he's having senior moments. I'm not as old as your dad, Rebecca. I'm probably about 46.
Just making a cup of tea, ready for bed, and a ball comes through your window.
That box has just turned up here. All right, I'm here. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. I haven't said a word.
Don't get him upset there, please.
Quicker delivery again. Sarsauer's way!
Oh, yes, direct hit. Oh, that's big. That is huge. That's gone out of here. Oh, no, it hasn't. It's bounced just in front.
Yeah, some of the lighter moments from 2020. You got the right petrol in your car?
Yeah, everything's sorted this year. It was down at Taunton as well. It's great fun, isn't it? The cricket is absolutely magnificent. It's amazing what happens outside of the game. It's great fun.
It is great fun, and it is absolutely amazing how much the players love it as well. Now, Matt Floyd has been looking at the rise of the phenomenon, which is 2020.
It all started on the 13th of June 2003 when the Sussex Sharks took on the Hampshire Hawks at the Rose Bowl. No one could have predicted the excitement that was to follow after a slightly inauspicious start.
2020 has liftoff. And it has liftoff with a ride. That's absolutely ginormous.
Great ball! That's it, what a catch! What a catch! He's probably meeting Britney Spears later.
The game has now been signed up at international level. England have played 2 matches against Australia and Sri Lanka to packed houses.
I think it's very, very exciting. Pro 2020, I think it's good for cricket. We needed that game. It's exciting as far as the spectators are concerned, which is very important. I find that the players really enjoy it.
At the end of the day, it's entertainment for the crowd. And if we can entertain the crowd, that's the way we go.
The crowd certainly weren't disappointed. Last summer, England's demolition of Australia set the tone for one of the most tense and exciting Ashes series in living memory. And it's not just over here where the game has taken off. With the first 2020 World Championship to be staged next September in South Africa, 2020 fever has gripped most, but not yet all, of the cricketing world.
I think people are accepting it more and more, especially because of how successful it has been in the UK. And if England can embrace it, then I'm pretty sure the rest of the world will want to, because England is always known to be very conservative, and the fact that they have done it well, and it's been very successful. The rest of the world realize that it's a good way to go.
For test matches, the stands are full. For the one-day games, it's more than full. So India hasn't had that problem of people turning up and watching cricket matches, so probably they don't realize the importance of 2020.
Didn't know how really it was going to work in Australia, but we played our first round of domestic games last year, and we got great crowds. And even the season before that, we played a couple of associations, had a couple of trial games, and we got sell-out crowds as well. So it's really taken off.
Back in England, the profile of the 2020 competition as a marketable brand has been rising each year, allowing most counties, both large and small, to cash in heavily. None have taken to the new format more wholeheartedly than Leicestershire, who have made finals day on all 3 years so far and won the competition in 2004. For them, 2020 is more than just a bit of fun.
It's become the climax of the season where we fill the ground. You know, we get anywhere between 4,000 and 6,000, depending on the opposition. I guess for a normal C&G type game, we'd probably get 1,500, and for a county championship game, 700 or 800. So it's a big money spinner.
We're seeing the hospitality numbers grow, sufficiently so that we've had to bring in an additional marquee this year to cope with the numbers, and then next year, obviously, we're looking at increasing the number of boxes that we have.
Women particularly, I think, if you said which sport would turn them off most, I think cricket used to turn them off more than football, actually. And I think the 2020, it's shorter, it's faster, it's more dynamic. I think introduces a different dimension to the game. I think they want to see that.
We're entertainers. We love doing well in front of big crowds, and it's, those finals are what it's all about. It's, in a way, it's our test matches. If you're never going to play for England or not going to play for England, then these are your Lord's finals, and it's fantastic, and long may it continue.
But it's not only the commercial side of things that have changed. During its short history, 2020 has evolved on the field, with players improvising and developing new techniques.
I think the first couple of years, people just went out there and expressed themselves, whether they won or whether they didn't win. I think nowadays people are really making sure that there's a plan and they're sticking to their plans. And I think that's what we did very well in the last couple of years. We had our plans, we stuck to our plans, we took our egos out of the game. Game plan was everything. And 120 balls is a lot of balls.
Every year, batsmen are becoming more innovative, and new shots are being displayed, and I think it's fantastic for the game. And a lot of that type of cricket can be transformed into normal one-day cricket and even four-day cricket.
Batters have worked out areas to score, to go for fours and sixes, for hitting their boundaries, and bowlers have had to get a little bit cannier.
So the new format is undoubtedly still growing. The game is getting more popular by the day and has managed to bring cricket to a wider audience while adding to both the commercial and technical sides of the game. But what next for 2020?
We're trying to globalise the game of cricket, and especially in America, where they find cricket very boring and confusing. If we play the shorter version of the game, I'm pretty sure that they will catch on.
It's just important that maybe we play less tests or less one-days and they bring in the 2020. How they do this is a very difficult job, but it'd be nice to see a few more 2020s at international level.
An interesting point made there by England coach Duncan Fletcher. Matt Floyd reporting. Now a quick reminder of the fixtures we've got coming your way on Sky Sports for the preliminary rounds of this 2020. We're here at Taunton today on